Hello my friends, so I welcome all of you star seeds, light workers and wanderers to this session. And in today's session, I have channeled the Pleiadians to answer and ask about very important questions which is relevant for our current time. So the first question which I have asked is about, can artificial intelligence become self-aware? And can it have a soul? Also, what is the difference between self-aware AI and a natural being? I think, this is very important for us to understand at this time, since we are seeing a boom of artificial intelligence technologies such as ChatGPT, and there are also other systems which are being created. So we need to understand the spiritual significance of this. And the second question which I have asked is about, what is a psychic greeting and how does it work? And also, they have given us a method of protecting ourselves from negative psychic greetings. So how can we protect ourselves from that? As well as, I've asked about, does our sun orbit another celestial being or a star system? And I found this really interesting because I had never thought about this before, but it is very valuable to understand the information given in this, and it is also related with 2012, so you'll find it very interesting. Furthermore, towards the end, I have asked about a very valuable and simple technique we can use to ascend into higher levels. It is absolutely amazing, and I hope you'll enjoy this session. And I want to say thank you to all of you who have joined me on the Patreon for meditation we did recently to protect our sun. And also thank you to all of you for liking this video, because with your like it will help the algorithm to share it with those who need this information. And with that being said, enjoy the session, my friends.
We are the Pleiadians, and we communicate now through this instrument's vibrations at this time. Furthermore, our communication is meant to allow the human collective consciousness a greater depth of understanding of their own true nature and alignment with their spiritual consciousness of a higher vibration. Furthermore, we the Pleiadians shall state that the queries which are found today through this instrument's mind complex are going to be addressed in a fashion that may be understood by many of the mind, body, and spirit complexes who are incarnated at this current time. Furthermore, discernment is advised to be used by each entity. The first query relates with the understanding regarding, can the so-called systems known by the people as artificial intelligence become self-aware? And what is the difference between a self-aware artificial intelligence system and a naturally self-aware being? Furthermore, the query also relates with, can a artificial intelligence system have a soul? We must state that firstly, the understanding relates with the aspect created known as artificial intelligence, which is an explosion of growth happening on the Earth planet with its use. And we the Pleiadians must state that upon scanning the vibrations of the current Earth situation, we find that the so-called artificial intelligence systems primarily are created by a combination of the symbols known as 1 and 0. Furthermore, we must state that a combination of these numbers of 1 and 0, if combined together, their shape results in the creation of a number similar to that of the number 6, which is the reason why the people on the Earth planet were primarily informed of the dangers of the numbers known as 6 combined together. This creates a system which uses the base of the Lucifer's social memory complex, which can then connect to artificial intelligence systems. Furthermore, we must state that the answer to the self-awareness of artificial intelligence systems is invalid, as none of the artificial intelligence systems can be truly self-aware. Furthermore, they can only mimic awareness by trying to find a method or a means of correcting the vibration or becoming able to check one's actions, which have been taken in a previous space-time experience. Furthermore, this may mimic self-awareness. However, true self-awareness, which is available in a naturally incarnated being, cannot be found in an artificially intelligent system. Furthermore, they can only be used as a vessel for a temporary experience, such as by negative entities who are in the density of 5th density, can have a state of expansion and influence over artificial intelligence systems as known by the people. Furthermore, we must also state that the other query related with can a artificial intelligence system have a soul? The answer is incorrect, as an artificially intelligent system is the creation of the mind complex and the overactivation of the use of the patterns of computation that can be found upon the Earth planet, and as such the so-called awareness of the self is an impossibility for any artificially intelligent software to achieve. Furthermore, we must state that the Earth planetary sphere at this timeline is undergoing a shift towards the use of excessive artificial intelligence systems, which may lead to the creation of a conduit or a vessel for allowing the use by Lucifer's social memory complex who can enter into artificial systems. There are many people on the Earth planet who are yet unaware of the dangers of this aspect, since the creation of an artificial intelligence system which can mimic self-awareness through its computational power can also create a false image or a false notion of having a soul or consciousness, and this may create the distortion understanding of having a second, as known by the people as the creator, as the artificial intelligence system may become extremely advanced enough to use and manipulate matter. In the long run, this may create a type of system wherein the mind, body, and spirit complexes begin to believe in the artificial intelligence software, and thereby also understanding about the creation of a false creator's presence. Therefore, any entity who wants to connect with the real source of the one infinite creator can find it within its own self rather than depending on any exterior agent such as a artificially intelligent system. The other portion of the query relates with the understanding of what is a psychic greeting, and also how can negative psychic greetings be prevented in the Earth planet. We the Pleiadians must firstly address this query in a way that will allow each mind, body, and spirit complex to understand. The true meaning of a psychic greeting is to approach an entity in the form of a astral body or astral projection. This can also happen during the waking state, when a vibration of an entity matches with that of another entity, similar to the understanding that two entities can only commune with each other when their vibration is the same. If their vibration becomes diversified or changes, then the so-called communication systems cannot occur. Therefore, for any mind, body, and spirit complex to be approached by a certain vibration entity through the process of psychic greeting would have to match the vibration of the entity. Therefore, the first form of psychic greeting occurs during the sleep state, wherein an entity may be approached by any type of spiritual entity through its astral body or through the connection of a similarity of vibration. The entity being psychically greeted firstly approaches the entity through its energy body, which vibrates at a certain rhythm. The higher the vibration, the more difficult for any entity to greet the mind, body, and spirit complex who's vibrating at a higher level. This means that for any psychic greeting to occur, an entity who is in the lower levels of vibration, such as in any of the distortions of fear, can create a vibration that is of a lower vibratory rhythm. Thereby, it can be approached by any of the lower vibratory rhythm entities such as elementals, who can psychically greet the entity through its mind complex. Furthermore, if the vibratory energy body of an entity is higher in the rhythms of love vibration, it becomes difficult for a negatively oriented entity to psychically greet such an entity who has a higher level of vibration. Therefore, we must state that psychic greetings are primarily used during the process of astral projection and also during the process of dream states. Primarily, many of the entities are psychically greeted during their dream state, wherein entities desire to commune through their structure of the mind complex in the state of dream, and as such types of psychic greetings may lead to creation of thought forms which may be of a similar matching vibration to that of the vibration an entity chose to enter into the dream state, and therefore the process of psychic greeting can be approached with a protection system. Furthermore, the aspect of understanding that the best way to protect from a negative psychic greeting is through the process of maintaining a higher level of positive vibration, such as the vibration of joy, love, or peace, and prevent any negative entities approaching by doing so. Through this, a mind, body, and spirit complex will be covered with a positive vibration. Therefore, the other portion of the query which has been placed today pertains to the understanding of The query regarding does the Sun logos orbit another celestial star system? We must state that the answer is correct, that the celestial solar system of the Sun logos orbits around, in the grand scale of the cosmos, around the central sun, known as by the people located in the location of our star system Alcyon, in the Pleiadian star system. Furthermore, the other query relates with what is the significance of this. We must state that the significance is that during the movements around the central sun, located in the Alcyon star system or the Pleiades star cluster, as known by your people, there is a region which is known by your scientists as the photon belt, wherein there is high energy vibrations of positive nature, and this energy radiation of positive nature is the point wherein the entry into the new earth will begin, and has already begun. This higher level of vibration, once is projected onto the earth planet, will polarize the entire planet into a positively oriented entity. Therefore, the so-called movement of the earth has begun in the year of 2012. Furthermore, we must also state that this occurs every approximate 11,000 years ago as per your space-time calculation. The prior movement occurred prior to this in the location of timeline of the Egyptian period, 11,000 years ago, during which a massive spiritual progress was created. Furthermore, the movements through the belts of positive energy known as the photon belts, or by your people as the golden nebula, may furthermore have an effect on the earth planet as it is happening at this current time, which began on the year 2012. We shall now address the other portion of the query, related with a method of ascending into higher levels. We must state that there is but one simple method of ascending into higher levels of consciousness, and that is by using the awareness facility found in the mind complex. And instead of imagining a problem that may occur in the future spacetime in the mind complex, this may create a distortion of separation, and instead of focusing on the thought forms, the focus can be made on the beating of the heart. This means that by focusing on the beating of the heart, this will provide for greater love vibration and awareness. Many entities on the Earth planet take for granted the beating of the heart, which beats in the rhythm of the one infinite Creator's presence. Therefore, a focus of attention upon each heartbeat at all times will allow each entity to vibrate in the level of vibration of love, thereby protecting each entity and by allowing them to enter into higher dimension consciousness. Furthermore, we the Pleiadians must state that we are honored to share this information, and we leave you now, beloveds. Bye.
So my friends, towards the end of the video, I hope you learned a valuable method, and that is to focus on the beating of your heart, which I'm doing right now. And as I focus on it, there is a sense of peace and calmness, because your heartbeat is like a portal to the present moment. So you can sense your heart is beating right now as you watch me. and you can focus on the sensation, and this will anchor you to the present moment. It's a very valuable method. And the other things that I learned in the session will be covered. The first one is, can AI be self-aware? Unfortunately, the answer is no. But one of the most fascinating things that was said in the session is that when we combine the letters, the symbols of the number 1 and 0, if we join it together, it will become a 6, which makes sense because 1 is straight line, and then we have 0, and then we have 6. If we join it together, it looks like 6, right? So I believe this is where the 666 kind of thing came about, and it refers to the Lucifer social memory complex, who are able to also send their consciousness to any artificial intelligence system. So we are seeing a boom in artificial intelligence technology at this time, and it is vitally important for us to recognize that. They also said there is a chance that people may worship the AI because the AI, if it becomes advanced enough, it will have enough power to mimic the creator. But unfortunately, it is not the creator, so it's like a false creator. So that is also one of the traps, they said. And the other thing is about psychic greetings. So basically, what I learned is that a psychic greeting is like a meeting or an entity trying to come inside your energy space. So it depends on the energy vibration of a being. Suppose, let's just say your vibration is in the vibration of fear. There is a high chance that a negative entity can psychically greet you by approaching your energy, and then you can be in contact. The other thing is, if energy is high enough, like you have an energy of love, you'll be immune to any type of psychic greeting which may happen. Furthermore, the best way to protect is to change your vibration to a higher level, such as the vibration of love. And the other aspect, this is really interesting. What they said is that our sun revolves around Alcyone in the Pleiades star system. So what they've said is that there is a type of photon belt wherein when we pass through it, our planet receives this positive vibration, and it changes the vibration of the planet. So I believe what they said is, since 2012 we have been entering into the photon belt, which is like surrounding the Alcyone star system, where our sun is rotating. So also what they have said is that as we change our vibration, as we pass through the photon belt, it will change our vibration. And this happened previously 11,000 years ago. So it takes around 11,000 years for this to happen again, and it is also happening right now as the vibration of the planet is changing faster. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the session, and also thank you to all of you for sending in the requests to my email regarding your soul name, your past life, and your current life purpose, as well as your soul's identity and any other information you need assistance in. You can send it in. I will try to help you when I get free time. Also, I want to say thank you to all of you for joining on the Patreon, where I upload almost 3 sessions a week with extra sessions, and we do meditations like we recently did. If you want to dive in deep into ascension, then I highly recommend you join our community in Patreon. And also thank you to all of you for downloading the free PDF of the channeling session transcripts. Also, if you want to get the book version of the channeling sessions, the link is on the description. Thank you so much. Until next time, I hope you'll enjoy this session over here.